Hi, I'm Paige. I am owner, founder of Paige's Perpetual Piece. I am super excited. This is my first video, and I'm really hoping that 2020 is going to be spectacular. Um, so for my first video, I figured I'd tell you a little bit about me and get into some of the things that I've made for a previous craft fair and some of the stuff that I've made for the month of January. I recently just got into crochet, so there's not a whole lot of items. I'm still slow, but it looks good. I'm learning and I'm having fun. So, anyway, about me, I am Paige Bostetter. I am 27 years old. I have 2 children, and I'm able to stay home with them, and we homeschool. My husband works over the road, so it's just me and the girls a lot of the time. And I decided that I need to do something to kind of keep me busy, kind of help out with the house. Um, Things are good, but I want my own spending money or I want to plan for a vacation. So hopefully, me doing this will bring us a little bit more ease. And that's what I'm doing. But anyway, um, I have 2 little girls, Emerson and Ember. They are 13 months apart. They are a handful, and some days it's, I want to lock myself in the bathroom and cry, and other days it's just really fun. We have 5 dogs. Choo Choo is the one that's been with us the longest. It's almost 4 years now that we've had Choo Choo. They're all rescue dogs. Um, just want to say that. Um, I'm a sucker for, dogs that need a home, dogs that are going to be put to sleep. And that was the story with Choo Choo. He was in the pound for a month and they were threatening to put him down. And I told my husband, I was like, we got to go get him. He was supposed to be a foster. He was a great dog, so we kept him. And the girls love him. I don't know what we do without him. And then we have Felicie. She's a Pyrenees mix. She was found on the side of the road. She was severely neglected. They were just letting their dogs breed. So she came home to us. She's very protective. She is naughty. Every day I have to put her in the house between noon and 3 so she doesn't bite the mill lady. So, yeah. Um, then we have Jet. He was dumped with another dog. We have Rocket. He his we got him from someone and it was like terrible circumstances, and I think they like let him go too young cuz all he did was cry and cry and cry, and it was awful. He wasn't eating, dry dog food yet when we got him. I oh, it was bad. But anyway, and then we also have Indy. She is a purebred corgi and she was also dumped. So I wanted a lap dog. Jet was supposed to be my lap dog. He is not a lap dog. So we have Indy. We have 3 inside dogs. Well, 2 of them go in and out. Indy is purely inside, except for pottying. And the other 2 are not potty trained. Potty trained. Jet and Rocket are awful. Actually, I don't trust Rocket. Jet does not do well. So anyway, our hearts are full of dogs. But we also have reptiles. I have a bearded dragon. Her name's Adelita. I have no idea how old she is, but she is calm. She hates my husband and tries to chase him every time she sees him, and he freaks out. It is hilarious. And then we also have a ball python. I don't know all the specifics on it. I hate snakes. My daughter got it spite of me. I am terrified, and he is mean. I might not be so terrified if we got a more docile snake, but I guess. Um, But anyway. Oh, my husband's originally from Ohio. I am originally from Southeast Kansas, and we decided to take the plunge and move to Southeast Missouri. And we live in the Ozarks, not Lake of the Ozarks. And we live like 40 minutes away from one of the national forests and Rocky Falls. And I've been there. I love it. I'm really hoping that we can spend time and go swimming. I don't care if we have a pool in our backyard or not. I want to go to Rocky Falls. I want to go swimming there. I want to catch a lizard, and I want to have a lot of fun. I love Missouri. I don't know why people talk so much crap, because there is so much to do around here. There are so many places to hike and explore. Arkansas is like less than 5 minutes away, and they have, I don't know, they have parks and stuff like that too. It's fantastic. But anyway, I love fiber arts. I recently got into crocheting. I put my sewing machine away when we were getting ready to move, and I was going stir crazy. I needed something to do with my hands, and so I decided, okay, I'm going to Walmart. I'm getting a crochet hook. I'm getting yarn. I'm going to do this. Both my grandmas have crocheted and didn't pick it up from them. I learned on my own. I've been around it, and I guess it was just time for me to take that plunge. Everything's such backwards. But I recently got into crochet. Some of the first things I made test squares to make sure I was going to do it right. And then I started working on scarves for the kids for their Christmas presents. They love them. They don't wear them. Whatever. I made a soli for Ember, and I had no pattern to go on. I was pretty impressed with myself. And then I had my oldest one got a Jack. She's kind of eccentric in her ways, I guess. And I don't have them with me. But it's kind of taken off. But it originally started with I wanted to sew quiet books. It's been like 2 or 3 years, and I still have not made one. But you can crochet them, so we might get there. And then also rug making. We had a rug making class at our church. We learned the toothbrush Amish method, and whoa, that was awesome. I didn't know if I could learn it. I learned it, and I am so proud of myself for coming as far as I have with that. But someone can make landscapes out of, the same method, and now I'm totally jealous, and I'm going to push myself one day to figure out how they, could make a tree or, I don't know, mountains. That'd be cool. See if I can do something like that. But anyway, let's show off some stuff. I make denim rag rugs. I gave 2 of them to my daughters because I absolutely love them. I made one for my mom, and hers is black and gray denim. I love it. I'm really sad that it wasn't big enough, so I'm going to have to add on. But cutting on those rugs, I had a lot of hems from the sides of jeans and from like the inside or the outside. And instead of throwing them away, I decided to keep them and make coasters. I absolutely love them. They're perfect. And I think my mom uses hers because I made her some to match her rug. And I know I'm going to keep some, but I still have so many hems, and I'm going to be making millions of coasters. So, yeah. I absolutely love them. All right, so moving on before I forget, because I'll get through the video and not remember this at all. I made an Aldi's quarter keeper. I still need to add the button on, but you just slip it onto your key ring and it keeps your quarter. We are big Aldi's fans. And I don't remember what pattern I used. I found one. It was free. And the same for this one. I made a lipstick or lip balm chapstick holder for the keyring. And luckily it doesn't fall out if I can get it back in there. Because I was worried like if it was shook around too much that it would fall out. I don't let my husband carry it around because he would lose it. But it's in there pretty good. So, one of the first things that I made when I moved in was this camera lens satchel. I love it. It was a free pattern by Hopeful Honey. The only thing is like I couldn't figure out how to do a camel stitch. I didn't have internet when we first moved here. My phone didn't work. It was quite the culture shock to not have anything moving. But this is one of the first patterns I made, so I didn't have internet to see how the camel stitch was made. So I just did single stitches, and I love this purse. And my girls try to steal this. They try and steal everything that I make. They love it, but they don't appreciate it. Not yet, anyways. It takes a long time to do all this stuff. But this was done separately. This flap was added on, and this was added on. And I made this. This is the Rosie Riveteer earband or headband. I love it. I don't like the color combination that I chose. But I just wanted to test it out and see how the pattern was written and stuff. I plan on making more of these. These were quick. I did it in less than an hour. And it was a free pattern by Ann Sear Handmade. She has an Etsy. She has a YouTube vlog. I found her, and she's under Random Randy's Ramblings. Kind of like Paige's PerpetualPiece. But anyway, I also made this ear warmer. This was a little skein, and it used all of it. And I also made another one. I did them different. I made the green one thicker than the white one, and they should be the same size. They are. These are acrylic and rayon. Is that even how you pronounce it? I just kind of wanted to really test this pattern out so I needed bulky weight, Hometown USA, Lion Brand, or Hometown USA and just Hometown. Don't know the colorways. I have those. But those were really quick to make up once I understood the pattern, and I enjoyed it. I think I'm going to make me one. I just don't know what color I want. Something I made for my kids before we moved was these little Halloween skirts. I don't know. They enjoyed them. They were fun. I don't even remember the pattern now, but roller girl skirts, and these were so much fun. I cut out, they're all 8 different panels, and both the girls have one, and they're alternating, like they're not even the same. Like I made them different. Something I've been wanting to try since I started crocheting is making water balloons. Now, this yarn is so hard to see. I don't know if it's the bulkiness in such a small area, but these are reusable water balloons. They're eco-friendly, and I am excited to try these out. I'm gonna have to make some more. I got yarn to make more, and I just have been procrastinating about getting them together. But I am super excited. This color is the North Sea. And I didn't write it down. I don't remember who did this, but it is a free pattern. Anyway, dogs are knocking on the door and it's starting to creep me out. I found these at a thrift store, and I've debated on making more. I should have took them apart. No one appreciates crochet sometimes. But just these little chickens, and they are supposed to go over Easter eggs. They're open in the bottom. I don't know. What do you think? Should I make some? Head's a little funky. Just the cute little boogers. So there's those. I did not make those, but I appreciated them. I made a PJ eater. So shark pajama eater. You open this up and it's a place to store your kids' pajamas, and then it turns into an accent pillow when it's full. So this is a free pattern by MB Stitches. This took a long time to put together, longer than it probably should have, but it was fun. The fins have a little bit of polyfill in them, so they're a little squishy. And I thought those were cute. And then you could also customize them, because Baby Shark, I guess, is still really big, because my daughter absolutely loves it and it drives me crazy. But I thought about making her a yellow one to match her room. This is the first amigurumi I did, and it's a 0 Lovey. So it's not a full amigurumi, but the head is. He was super fun to make. I'm going to make another one. I started one and my string broke when I was pulling out stitches because I lost my count. And so there's 0. And I learned how to make a grandma granny square. And I had yarn that I didn't like, and I didn't want it to get tangled. So I made 2 more granny squares. Since I didn't like the yarn, I actually love how these turned out. The colorway is not too crazy, but I have no idea if I want to make another Lovey. And if I do make a Lovey, I don't know what I should make. So if you have any ideas, you should let me know. Maybe I can make it. I made bags. I don't know where all my bags are, but here's one. I still need to put these in. I know that I had 2 of these and I gave one to my friend's kid. And it was one of the first things I made for my craft fair. It was quick and easy. I could make them in my sleep. I made a lot of them to help out for Operation Christmas Child last year. I felt like I was bagged out, but I got some more done. And I could always make them again with my eyes closed. I also made some more stuff. I didn't get my snowman done. I forgot about it. I was waiting for my safety eyes because I wanted to get those on before I made the rest of the items. But I got a little snowman. He goes over the stove like just a decorative purpose. You just pull him in. Oh, this is so hard to do on camera. But, and then you get it to the right size. This is the third one I've made. I'll probably end up just making these on request. I did not make it with cotton yarn. I made it with acrylic. And I need to put his nose and his mouth on there. So if I ever get that done, I will re-show him. They also had a Santa Claus, and I didn't do that one yet. I gotta get some skin tone for Santa, but I did make a gingerbread man. Same concept. And he is just so cute. And I think I need to go over his mouth again. He doesn't have a nose. I don't know if he had a nose on the pattern or not. I don't know. I'll see if I add it. He kind of looks evil. I don't know. But a little gingerbread man. And those will just be made on demand if someone asks me. We'll just I got 2 towels. And with these I'm debating on crocheting along the top so you can hang them over your stove, kind of like those, except it'll be all crochet up here and I'll have a flap and a button. But I got 2 that we liked in case, I decided not to go through with it. My daughter is into owls and we live in the country. We love deer. Perfect. I don't know if it'll match our kitchen when we get it done, but maybe it will, maybe it won't. If it won't, that's all right. Still a hand towel. It'll work. I made this kind of like my own design. What it is, it's a plastic bag holder, and I need to cut those down. I think I'm going to make some mats with it. I try to do it the way I made my other rugs, and it didn't work out. The plastic would split each other, but somehow people are able to crochet them. So I'm actually excited to get started crocheting with plastic bags. It'll be so neat to see how it turns out. Don't need those. I made a wash rag. I think this one was just a practice go because it's not even and this stuff is just so soft. It's Lion brand, I think. And it's mixed with cotton. I don't remember what else. Polyester maybe? But this stuff is so soft. I made makeup pad removers. Oh, here it is. It's 50% cotton, 50% polyester. And it is just so soft. And I actually have more of this, and I just didn't finish making it all. But makeup pad removers or just clean your face. They're really soft and really nice to use. And I also made some of other brands, and I put them in plastic bags so they wouldn't get, that's got a glare, so they wouldn't get mixed up and lost, and I wouldn't know. These have different colors. I need to figure out some lighting, but this is a green, couple kinds of green. This is just a weird colorway anyway. they weren't as bright as you would probably want them. Then I got some blue ones. And these ones, I have like 16 of these from one little skein. And I love them. I put some in my bathroom. And I love them so much. I also need to sew some. I just don't have all the stuff to sew them. And because I thought about sewing some of those too. Now we're getting into some of the stuff that I haven't quite completed yet. I made a Christmas scrubby. I need to weave these in, tie it off. I have washcloths. I don't even remember what pattern I used. But I made some Christmas washcloths. And I'm kind of curious because I made these washcloths for my kitchen. And you can see the size difference. I like the small ones. But typical is bigger ones. It doesn't quite fit my hand, or my hand doesn't quite, I don't know, whatever. So I don't know. Would you like a small one or a big one? And I guess like this one could be used for a face because it's small. But I use these in my kitchen. I just think the smaller one is just easier to handle, I guess. I don't know. I use the big ones too. It's nice. They're multi-purpose for pot holders or protecting your tables. Like, I just use it for everything. There's a couple more things and then I'm going to wrap this up. Something that I started on, and it's going to take a while. I'm working on a mermaid blanket. I got 2 of them to make. And this is the colors. I'm almost 2 skeins of yarn into this. And it says it only calls for 4. I think they're liars. Everything's coming out right, but it's using a lot of yarn, or more than anticipated. I have plenty because I didn't know how much it would actually take. But this is actually a really cheap yarn. It's Mainstays, and it's very rare to see variegated yarn in Mainstays. But I don't know what this colorway is. Blue Skies. But I've started this one. It's moving fairly nicely. And then I was wanting to get this done before the video. Or, it's not going to be done, but I was hoping to get a sort of lead on it. But this is the Purple Passion. And I was doing the same thing. But I don't know if I'm going to continue with this one or if I'm going to have to get different yarn because this is so much thinner and not as nice as the other one. And I don't want to be wasting all my time to put it together and then it fall apart or something just not work out with it. So the pattern that I kind of showed off, the Snowman and Gingerbread Man were from A Crocheted Simplicity. The Pajama Eater was by MB Stitches, and the Zero Lovey was a PDF file by Jamie Hackford. Just so I put that out there. Don't want to forget and make someone mad. I'm sorry. And then, last but not least, I saved my favorite amigurumi for last. I'm super proud with how he turned out, or she, I don't know. But it is so cute. I made a jellyfish. It's got 7 little tentacles. I don't know if I'm going to add more or less. Definitely not less. And some of them are longer than the other ones, but that's okay. I think it's just how it got crocheted and stuff. He is a pattern by Amigurumi Today, and I actually looked at several different patterns before I decided on one. I'm hoping to do an entire ocean collection. I think they're going to be so pretty. So, and I think that is it. That's all my creations for January, I guess. I thought I would have had more. I don't know how often I plan on putting a video out, but I have a lot of stuff to do. I need to work on my logo. So if anyone draws and then you end up seeing this and I don't have a logo yet, hit me up. I could use an artist. I do draw, but I don't draw well. And I have a lot of ideas that I want to do. Just, I don't ever feel like I have time to do them, or, I'm a yarn addict and I just don't have the right color yarn. And I just started, but it'll get better. We always make it work. But anyway, thank you for whoever's watching. You can always find me on Facebook under Paige Elizabeth. I have a million profiles, I think, so I don't know which one I'm on. Just message them all. I just appreciate you watching. I hope you have an excellent day, night, whatever. And if you see this before the Super Bowl, I'm not rooting for anyone. But anyways, hope you all have a good night. Bye.